Hi, Amba. How are you?
Hi, Aamba. How are you?
Okay,
I'm
now get
good.
serious. Okay, now
Okay,
dude,
serious.
get
Serious.
serious. I think
Serious.
this is a very important brainstorming session which we need to do
Yes.
either today or some other day, but that is
Yes.
required because we need to discuss about the various topics we want to bring
Topics.
ahead and present and record, and also the way we want to talk about it, the
Yeah.
responses and things like that. And
Okay.
yes, Amba, what you are doing, even that, all your antics, that's a great differentiator. So, yes, we need those also. Now, you know, you stop acting funny and thinking that that will get me to, react in certain way. That's not happening. You're not able to distract
You
me.
already laughed, so that's it's the job is done.
Right, very funny. What was this all antics about? What are you trying to do over here?
See, what I'm trying to do is, actually, like, it's about, it's about a concept which I'm working on. And in fact, I'd seen it somewhere in one of the meetings which I'd attended. Um, this person, so there was this one presenter, when he would come up to the stage, in fact, on his way to the stage, and he had a very specific entry. He
Mhm.
would walk, when his name was called, he would walk right to the back and he would walk up to the front. And the way he had his own gait of walking,
Mm.
own walking style. Okay,
Mm.
gait in the sense the GAIT wala. Of course, there are plenty of people. I mean, I know you know it, but there are plenty of people out there for the benefit of them who did not know. Okay, so he had his own, you can say, style of
Mhm.
walking, and he wanted to create an impact. So essentially, he would want his aura to be present before he would present.
Mm.
Okay, so so that was again thinking of the thinking on his feet, and he would do that
Yes.
in majority of his meetings, and then he had his way of presenting.
Mm.
Okay, he would people would be like, okay, the kind of aura that he would create is, okay, a celebrity is coming up, or
Yeah.
some big shot is coming up,
Mm.
thinking on his feet. He may not be one,
Mm.
but the way he's thinking, the way his and the aura that he's creating on the spot, it's like, the kind of that's the kind of feeling he would create, and then people would actually kind of pay attention. Okay, like, what is he gonna say?
So you're
He may
right
say something.
about that, Amba,
Yeah.
because thinking on your feet is such an important thing for any professional or in life also, because
Right.
a lot of times it happens that you do not receive the kind of response you wanted, like what you were doing. I said I want to have a serious discussion, and you were doing all antics. This happens. So I am a speaker, so I take a lot of
So am I.
sessions,
Hey, you're a
public
speaker.
sessions.
Okay, Bluetooth
So
speaker
that
or
is where what happens is when you are standing in front of the public, giving a training or doing any kind of speaking session, sometimes your audience do not interact or react the way you thought they will. So that time, to be an effective speaker, to be effective in that particular talk of yours, you need
get a
to
Bluetooth check.
innovate on the spot. You need to think on your feet and mold your complete setup or the way you are
Bring your phone
interacting.
in range.
Yes, completely as per the audience. And because, see, such kind of an interaction from stage with the audience is always give and take if you want them to stay engaged. If
Correct.
you want them to,
Give suggestions for songs to be played.
yeah, why not? You should take suggestions. There have been times when I've taken suggestions from the audience, and it has worked wonders because it increases that interaction. And
Correct.
people get more engaged because then suddenly they're like, aha, this person standing up on the podium doesn't think only about herself. He thinks about what we think and is taking our opinion and incorporating it in the entire
So
thing.
you're doing the audience's job. Okay, you think what they think.
Oh, both. Actually, you need to. That's how you present yourself as a speaker. You need to be holistic. You have to be on this side as a speaker, and you have to be on the other side at the same time to know how your audience is taking the entire thing. So you have to do both the jobs at the same time.
Got it.
So
एक साथ
yes.
दो पगार एक ही का.
हाँ, वो बात भी सही है. So thinking on your feet is such an important thing. Sometimes a person may be in a meeting and it's a sales meeting and you expect a certain, reaction or questions from the other side, and suddenly the person throws a googly at you. So you should have that kind of presence of mind to respond in a manner that does not pull down the entire meeting. So that's why
Got it.
this is such an important topic.
Interesting. So yeah, I mean, of course, like you saw, I mean, you heard my fillers in the middle, like when
I
you
did.
mentioned speak.
And I
when you,
chose to react to some and chose not to react to some.
got it. Okay. Yeah, that's why like you're wearing red when I spoke about Bluetooth speaker.
Actually, the background, we both are wearing the opposite. I'm in white and you are in red. Today, you are in white, I am in red. Interesting.
Okay, lady in red.
And not going red.
That's a different story. Okay, coming back, so yeah, I mean, so yeah, I mean, of course, thinking on the feet, yeah, like for example, like what we so for the audience, what we just demonstrated was, like you can say thinking on the feet, and this happens. So like what she portrayed was, the speaker's side, and what I was portraying is the audience behavior. This is generally what happens in the audience. Now, in fact, there are people in the audience who are constantly thinking on their feet. They are listening to the speaker, but why are they listening to come up with their wisecracks?
Totally.
The way
And
I was
I
coming,
think
the way
it's
I came up
very
with.
important, Amba, that we
Yeah.
inform the audience that this was all impromptu.
Yeah, absolutely. So this was not scripted or anything as such. Like I mean, so it's purely like thinking off the feet. I mean, it's just sudden. She's talking. I don't know what she's going to talk about, but for me, just like okay, she's saying speaker. Okay, fine, Bluetooth speaker. Okay, fine. Like and then like she's saying talk about you can say reach out to the audience. So like come in range, so put your phone in range. And then if you talk about suggestions, I said like, yeah, like take suggestion of what song to play next.
Hmm.
So, this is something which happens, which is very common as when you're part of the audience that, so the speaker is thinking on their feet, and so is the people, and so are the people in the audience. There are some who are constantly thinking of their feet.
खुराफाती दिमाग हमेशा मिलते हैं.
Exactly. वही तो. That's what.
So that's all we have for you today. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much, folks. Hope you've enjoyed today's session, and I hope you've found the tips valuable. So, as when you have to go out and present as a speaker, also keep in mind the audience behavior, audience mentality, okay, the audience experience, audience perspective. Keep these factors in mind when you have to come up on stage and present, whoever the audience may be. Okay. Could be an investor, could be like a kind of, I mean, you never know like what kind of reaction comes from where. Okay, so the most unexpected reaction could come from the most unexpected people. So keep
Totally.
that
In
in mind.
fact, be aware that you are not going to get what you expect to get. You are
Yes,
going to get something different. And when
yes,
you start thinking like that, you would always be better prepared and you would be in a position to handle any situation.
absolutely. Unless if you're good at thinking on your feet, then in that case you don't require preparation. But otherwise, if you're not so good at thinking on your feet, then you have to be thoroughly prepared. For people who think of their feet. So that's about it for today, folks. Like so do feel free to share our videos, our concepts with your near and dear ones. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our channel as well. And there's plenty more to come. We've just started. So itni jaldi kya hai?
It's the tip of the iceberg, as I always say. So, yes,
Absolutely.
and you can interact with us directly. We have a WhatsApp group. The link is in the description. Feel free to join the WhatsApp group, and you would be able to interact directly with Amba and Ramba.
Absolutely. Or if you can pick up the phone, give us a call, or you can share your views in the comment section below. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And take care of yourself and stay tuned for the next. Until then, take care and stay safe. Goodbye.
Bye bye.